players, coming to you live on YouTube, it's time once again for the Cluckin Crew podcast. With your hosts, series creator and voice of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, lead director, storyboard artist, and compositor, Elias Levine, and art director, lead character designer, and lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra. Join us for animation news, behind-the-scenes info on the series, special guests, audience interactive events, and much more. And now, on with the show!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Cluckin Crew podcast. I am your host, the voice and creator of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, and with me, as always, is my very dear friend, my co-director, co-producer, and head of storyboarding and compositing, the one and only Elias Levine.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
We don't know where Tino is at the moment, otherwise he would be here with us. But hey,
Who
it's
knows?
good.
He might pop in.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. But anyway, we have a new and exciting show for you today. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. You know, got a lot done.
Yeah. Yes, Elias is in the process of moving, which is never easy. So, before we get on with the show, though, let's see who is here watching with us. We got, at the very top, Ibby commented earlier. I don't know if she is still here or not. Higby Productions is here. We got Kimberly Gonzalez, Harvey Maltez Mancia. Hello, Harvey. Farnoggin is in the house. Dylan Royer is here. NGB. By the way, we did get your order for your April Fool's merch. So that'll hopefully be coming out to you pretty soon. Billy California is in the house. What up, Billy? Charlie Har Studios, Cockadoodle-Doo, how do you do? Good to see you. Wow, that all rhymed. I'm really proud of myself for that one. And of course, the Coffee Cat Dad is here. Hello, good to see you. We got Beth Purcell is in the house. Saber Wing is here. Hello, Saber Wing. Flint Carnage, my karaoke buddy. And of course, Tamerco is here. Is it time for the Toonie Hugs? Always time for the Toonie Hugs, my friend. So thank you all for tuning in. We have a heck of a show for you. But before we begin, please make sure that you like this video, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode, and hit the notifications bell so you're notified any time that we upload a new video or we go live or anything that happens. Hit that notification bell. And boy howdy, let's just get right into it with the news. All right, a little late, but that's okay. You were good the other time, so we'll let it slip this time. That's all right. So, alrighty. So, cracking news. Our top story of today is Paramount Plus unceremoniously dropping 10 animation titles, including Blue's Clues and You, Rugrats, and Big Nate. This is coming at us from Cartoon Brew. This week, removals come amid uncertainty about Paramount's future. The legacy company has struggled to adapt to the streaming era and is laying off 800 workers this year. The entire staff at Paramount's preschool streamer Noggin is counted among the layoffs, as the parent company plans to sunset the platform this year. So Noggin is going away. Additionally, Paramount Global's majority owner Sherry Redstone wants to unload her stake in the company. So Paramount is not doing good. And of course, Paramount is the parent company of Viacom. Or is it the other way around? Either way.
I think it's the other way around.
I think so too.
Viacom kind of owns like a ton of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So here are the shows that were unlisted unceremoniously this week. Are You Afraid of the Dark? The newer version from 2019. Blue's Clues and You from 2019. It's Pony from 2020. Middlemost Post from 2021. Ollie's Pack from 2020. Ryan's Mystery Playdate from 2019. Santiago of the Seas. from 2020, That Girl Lele from 2021, Big Nate from 2022, and the Rugrats reboot. Now, what's very interesting about it is, along with all of these being wiped off of their platform, they've also been scrubbed from the Nickelodeon website altogether. So you will not find any information on the new Rugrats, which is so weird because they just started airing new episodes this past month of, I guess, season 2 or season 3 of Rugrats.
So weird.
But yeah, that's, you know...
I guess the thing that I don't understand is, like... I understand, like, I don't agree with, but I understand, like, stopping the production, but why take it off of the streaming service?
Oh, that's a great question.
That don't make no sense to me.
It does if you're a multi-billion-dollar company who doesn't want to pay residuals.
True.
You know?
True. And
you're trying to, you know, why would you be paying bandwidth for something that you clearly are not going to be showcasing anymore? Now, here's the thing. Unlike Warner Brothers, there's no information about this being a tax write-off, so that's a good thing. But it's still a bad look. You know, it's still...
It's not great.
No. So, again, another reason why you should really consider owning everything that, you know...
Buy physical copies of things.
Exactly. If you see it on the store at Walmart for like $15, you know, forego your Wendy's for the day. Go pick it up. So, but yes, Saberwing was right on the money with me there, to stop from paying royalties. But yeah, so what do you guys think about this whole crazy? I mean, obviously, Tamerco says, well, I could see why they take it off the streaming service, even though production stopped, if they have less things being streamed, less support, and infrastructure costs. Not only that, but apparently they did not perform as well. So it's a, you know, it's
looking at this screen cap of the Rugrats reboot, I mean,
is there any reason why?
Blue's Clues was cute.
Well, yeah, but you know, it was the newer Blue's Clues, right? Like, that's the cool thing about it, right? All of the legacy content is still there, but it's now just all of the, you know, all the older stuff is gone, which, you know, sad. Or I mean, the newer stuff, excuse me. I'm distracted because I'm also trying to get something done here for the stream while doing the stream. So this will be a fun day. But yes, all of those legacy shows are no longer on Nickelodeon as of this past week.
The new stuff of the legacy shows.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but that was the big news story for the first for this week. Second one, not as good. Actually, kind of worse. The Walt Disney Company, of course, defeated the billionaire's attempt to take over its board. So, for Disney fans who love Bob Iger and the current administration at the Walt Disney Company, you can wipe the sweat off your brow because nobody is leaving.
People are loving the current.
I am not. I'm currently So again, from Cartoon Brew, Disney announced itself victorious as its annual shareholders meeting this morning after successfully rebuffing billionaire investor Nelson Peltz and his attempt to take over multiple seats on the Disney board of directors. According to CEO Bob Iger, he says, quote, "I want to thank our shareholders for their trust and confidence in our board and management. With the distracting proxy contest now behind us, we are eager to focus 100% of our attention on our most important priorities: growth and value creation for our shareholders and creative excellence for our consumers." They haven't yet filed the final voting results with the CEC, but the preliminary results, blah, 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 blah. Basically, Disney trumped over Peltz. They played kind of dirty this year with that whole thing. They were really sweating. It really looked like that Nelson Peltz and all those guys were going to take over the company. And quite honestly, there's a part of me that, like, gets it.
Yeah.
But there's also the part of me that's like,
the part of you that knows that the people taking over are not artists whatsoever, where it's just like, this is just like a lose-lose situation.
Right. But
so
yeah, but at least the people who are on the board right now have been with the company for a while. You know, Bob Iger, you know, say what you want about him. I know I have. But he has been able to successfully bring the company out of Horrorville for a very long time. It just recently, when, you know, Bob Chapek took over, that things really started to go kerplooey. So, and this kind of stuff takes time. So, I'm very anxious to see what's going to happen in the future with this whole thing. And I just pray that whoever, you know, well, we already know because they released a really cool video today. We call it Imagineering. I call it Chill Splash Mountain Fans, where your ride is in good hands. It was a really cool video showcasing the animatronics that they plan to put into Tiana's Bayou Adventure at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World.
I'm glad they're putting actual animatronics in there.
They look very, very good. So my fears,
because we've seen still images of the Tiana animatronic, which look fantastic. I still haven't seen it in motion, but
it looks fantastic.
Based on your reaction alone, I'm very excited to give it a look.
Yeah. So leave your thought. Oh, Anthony Lutenmeyer with the $5 dono. Thank you so much in Super Chat. He says, speaking of Disney, remember Captain EO, the short 4D film starring Michael Jackson, directed by Francis Ford Coppola and written by George Lucas. Not only do I remember it, but I was there when they reopened it in Disneyland in 2010, which was very cool. It was right after Michael Jackson had sadly passed away. And they decided to do a tribute to him in the park. And as a part of that, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids went away, or Honey, I Shrunk the Audience went away. And they did Captain EO for a couple of years. So I was there, and it was a very neat little short film. Doesn't get enough love, but...
Yeah, the only 4D experience I've been in has been the Shrek 4D experience, of course. And Tio!
Yeah, of course.
I don't know why there's a big mute button on him.
I don't either. Well, probably because
Is that a new thing on Fugi?
I don't know.
Let me check.
I hope not. Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, Tino was muted.
I know, but yeah, let me mute myself. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is a new thing. Okay, that'll be interesting. Hi, Tino. How are you, my friend? Hello. Good to see you. So, we're just kind of wrapping up the news. We were just talking about the Disney proxy battle being over. And they won, of course. So, but my only prayer is that good things come to the Walt Disney Company. I did see an article today that they are de-woking themselves, which kind of gives me a little bit of hope, but we'll see going forward.
I mean, as long as it's not like reverting to just being openly against everything, then I'm down.
Right. The last story of the day is we are going to end it on a happy note, because if you remember your Nickelodeon nostalgia, then you certainly will remember this show. Danny Phantom turns 20 years old today. The story of Danny Fenton and his ghost hunting family. And of course, one day, according to the theme song, his molecules got all rearranged when exploring the
Danny Phantom.
Yes.
I'm going roast.
Not quite.
I'm going toast.
Try again. You done?
I can't avoid the real one. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Yes, creation of Butch Hartman. Aired 20 years ago today. Of course, it went on to have, I think, 3 seasons of the show. Very highly acclaimed. Still one of the most amazing shows produced by both Nickelodeon and Mr. Harchman, following up the success, of course, of his 1999 hit show, The Fairly Odd Parents, and being followed shortly after by Tough Puppy. This is probably one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows ever produced. It went on from 2004, I believe, to 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look it up here real quick. I want to give you the right information.
Personally, I think Danny Phantom was way better than Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, 1,000%. 100%. 2004 to 2007. So, it lasted 3 years, 3 seasons. Featuring, of course, the incredible voice cast of David Kaufman as the title character, Gray Delisle as his best friend Sam. Let's see here. Who else do we have here? Ricky Deshawn Collins as Tucker Foley. Rob Paulson as Jack Fenton, his dad. Kate Susie.
Oh, that was Rob Paulson?
Yep. Kate Susie as Madeline Fenton, his mom. Martin Mull as Vlad Plasmias. Tara Strong as Ember of
the one side character that everyone's obsessed with.
Yes.
That song slaps, though. That song slaps.
It does.
Hard.
It really, really does. Hang on. Sorry, give me a quick second here, folks. Okay. Good deal. Alrighty, so yeah, Danny Phantom. I was talking. I'm on the line with our special guest for today, which I think you guys are really be thrilled with. So very, very excited to have him on. But yes, this was a fantastic show. The music was really great. They had all sorts of amazing guest stars, like of course they had Patricia Heaton on the very first show. Sorry. They had folks like, of course, Gilbert Gottfried. They had, Kevin Michael Richardson. They had,
they had
so many cool
all
people.
The greats.
All the greats were on. So it's such a good show. Bob Joles was on as Frostbite. Taylor Lautner was on as Youngblood, believe it or not, which is absolutely incredible. William Baldwin as Johnny 13. David Carradine as Clockwork from the Ultimate Enemy episode, which is, fantastic. Mm-hmm. And then Anna Sophia, oh my gosh, what's her last name? Why am I blanking on it? Shoot. Anna Sophia Robb and Krista Swan as Danny Phantom with an I. Mm-hmm. So yeah. What was some of your favorite episodes of Danny Phantom? And we only have maybe like 2 minutes, because then we got
well, because you named every voice.
I'm sorry. So
the main cast, I think, is a good amount.
Okay, good deal.
But I think, like, it's hard for me to, like, I think I liked some of the later episodes in the series, like, where Vlad was more involved. I think they were really fun. Like, the whole, like, rivalry that they have, and, like, the fight scenes between them were always really cool.
Oh, sure. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Also, what was it? The lunch, like the box ghost.
Yeah. Oh, the box ghost. Yeah, that was Rob Paulson. I am box ghost.
Classic.
Beware. So, what about you, Tino? Any favorite Danny Phantom moments to close out this section?
I like Ember.
Everyone loves
Everybody loves Ember. So.
She's very cool.
I like her song.
Uh-huh.
I like how, like, disguisingly dark it is.
Yeah.
Because I had so many friends say like, "Oh, didn't you know that this song is so dark?" It's like, no, it's not. And I show it to them, show the lyrics to it. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. You will remember her name for sure. But anyway,
And
go ahead.
and Evil Danny,
Oh
Evil
yeah.
Danny plot. It was like so cool.
Oh, absolutely. By far one of the best. So, but anyway, speaking of epic, we have an epic. Oh, that's the news for you. We will wrap this up later on after our special segment here. Unfortunately, we do have to take a very quick
Special
break.
segment?
Yeah. So, we do.
Wow, what's happening?
Well, I will tell you guys while we are away on break. I didn't swear.
Oh, bummer.
Did anyone swear?
Tino swore.
All right, Tino, you owe a buck. So
No, I didn't. I said shit.
that's
I didn't finish the word. I didn't see the T at the end.
anyway. On that note, we will be right back in a
Doesn't
few
count.
minutes. So stick around, folks,
So-
for our very very special segment for
Shake a
tonight.
basket.
We'll be right back.
Take a basket.
What kind of film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on! I just bought there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey,
And
Chucky.
I'm rambling a bit, aren't I?
Here we go. Well, good night.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that. No, stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water. Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as the janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck, you ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate.
I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I'm just embarrassed.
Thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare.
Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Near Emma.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to experience them for the first time. Especially with you.
Aw. I'm all too happy to celebrate with you, Chelsea. Why don't we take a picture to commemorate the evening? Chelsea, it's getting awful late. Why don't we head for home?
Oh, Chucky, just one more house, please.
Oh, what the hey? One more won't be the death of me.
Oh, good, because there's the house right there.
The old Grayson Manor! Chelsea, isn't there any other place we could go?
It's the only house in town we haven't been to yet. You're not afraid, are you? Well, this is just perfect. The weatherman said nothing about it raining.
Yeah, he did. He said around midnight it was supposed to rain cats and dogs.
I don't see any cats or dogs.
It's an expression.
Whatever. Just rap on the door.
You rap on the door. Whoa, nobody's there. Time to head back.
Wait, Chucky, look.
Chelsea, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, come on, Chucky. I doubt we are in any real danger.
If you say so.
Good evening.
Very funny, Chucky.
What?
Don't play games with me, Chucky Chicken. I know it was you who said...
Good evening.
Who said that?
That was not you.
Welcome, fowlish mortals, to Grayson Manor. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step this way. We seldom have visitors, and there is much to see in this delightfully dilapidated place.
Thanks anyway, but we gotta get going home.
I'm afraid there's no turning back now.
Huh?
Do not be frightened prematurely. You shall not be harmed, but you also shall not leave without a proper tour of our home. Now, let us begin.
Wonderful! This is most exciting! Come on, Chucky!
As you can see, the residents of this ghostly estate have been cooped up for centuries and have been dying for company.
Chucky, isn't this place exciting? Chucky!
Okay. I think we're safe here.
Chucky, these ghosts seem nice and fun. I think they enjoy haunting this place.
Oh, yes. You can say we grim grinning ghosts love to come out and socialize.
Yay! Ah, we're on our way out now!
Ah! Ugh.
Whoops. What do you want? Hey, what do you know? Candy!
See? I told you this place isn't so scary.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Chels.
And thank you, Mr. Scary Ghost Man.
Not at all, my friend. Would you like a treat, my dear?
Wow!
Now I'm gonna tell you something now. They should have quit while they were ahead.
we come a-caroling among the leaves so green. Here we come a-caroling, so happy to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. May God bless you and send you a Happy New Year. May God send you a Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I love the Christmas, the holly and the mistletoe, all of the presents making pudding!
And a Happy New Year.
Rock, paper, scissors?
You're on.
1, 2, 3, shoot!
What the heck was that?
I played rock.
Alrighty, folks, we are back, and today, gang, I gotta tell you, I am so excited for today's guest, okay? This guy, let me tell you a little bit about this guy. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it like fits. So, this guy is not only an Emmy-nominated animator, but he won an Annie Award, which is like one of the highest honors that you could bestow upon an animator, okay? This guy is one of the lead directors responsible for some of the biggest animated shows on the interwebs today, including both The Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones, which just released its latest episode just a couple of days ago. Please welcome our very good friend and first time the digital duck himself, our one and only Kevin Tamer, to the Cluckin Crew!
Welcome!
Woo!
Happy to be here. What an intro, wow.
Drum roll.
Welcome to the Cluckin Crew, Kevin. How the heck are you?
I am fantastic. I am so glad to be here. Wow, I look great.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
Woo! In under an hour. I'm so glad. Everyone in the chat is screaming, oh God, a robot. Call Sonic. Call Sonic, it's a robot. Relax, everybody. Apparently, they're all Murder Drone fans. So, but yes, congratulations. I've recently streamed the entirety of Murder Drones in preparation for today. Amazing work, my friend.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
such a good job. So, like, obviously you're scoring big right now, my friend. I mean, second to only like Spindle Horse. I think Glitch Productions is like, they're just killing it with all of the amazing success. But before we get into that, let's talk about you a little bit. Like, how did you, like, what was your pathway that led you into, animation? Like, what did you do? Like, what was, like, some of your major inspirations? Let's just chat.
Yeah, that sounds good. So ever since I was a young animatronic, I was always into, animation, cartoons, just, I watched everything, I absorbed everything, and I think that played a big part in my, obsession with it. And, my parents eventually found the school, Ringling College of Art and Design. So I went there for a few years. Yeah. And I studied computer animation there, majored in it. And and then I got an internship at the company Jib Jab. They did those greeting cards and they do story.
I love Jib Jab.
It's a fun time. And then after that, I got an internship at Blue Sky Studios, which eventually led to a full-time job there. And I worked on a few movies.
Blue Sky.
Yeah, what did you work on over there?
I worked on Ferdinand the Bull, Spies in Disguise, and Ice Age 5.
Wow,
nice.
What a repertoire. Go ahead.
Every time I tell people I worked on Ice Age 5, the response is, there was 5 of them?
Yeah. You know what? It's only half of The Land Before Time, so,
that's almost a third of The Land Before Time.
Not even half.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on 15.
I keep waiting,
We're gonna make 15 ourselves.
I'm sure. Just get Don Bluth on the phone.
Well, Don Bluth wasn't even part of the sequels.
No, he doesn't care about
No.
Anyway, shut up! It's not about you, it's about Kevin! Go ahead, Kevin. Keep going.
So I worked on a few movies over there. And then I went to California.
Ooh.
I worked at Sony Interactive Entertainment for a bit. I worked a little bit on a Marvel game, a little bit on a game called Concrete Genie. I then went to a mobile game studio called Jam City, and I worked on a few mobile games over there, which was very interesting.
Ooh.
And then I went to a company called Squanch Games. I worked there for a bit, and finally arrived at Glitch, where I've been working on Digital Circus and Murder Drones, and an upcoming announced series called The Gaslight District, and it's been a lot of fun.
Wow, so do you mind me asking how young you are? I never ask people how old they are, but how young are you?
Yeah, no worries. I'm 31.
Oh my God. Wow. I feel so underaccomplished right now.
Listen, everybody's path is different.
This is true, but not that. Exactly. That's so amazing. And because you, I'm speechless. I think you're one of the first, because we had James Lopez on the show a couple of months ago. He's the creator of Hullabaloo, and he's done a lot of work over at Disney. And besides him and probably our pal Brian Finley, I think you are the most one of the most accomplished animators we've had on our show thus far.
I will say that I did get nominated for the Annie, but I didn't win it. I actually lost to Blue Eye Samurai, which is a very good show.
Oh, you lost the Annie. Oh, well. Why didn't you tell me that before I made the announcement?
I'm sorry.
I look like an idiot.
So cool.
Yeah, but making you look like an idiot is good content for the stream, so that's okay.
I'm 30.
But yeah, no Emmy nomination, just an Annie nomination. Didn't win it, but it was still it was a huge honor to get nominated.
Okay, so you were Annie nominated for the Amazing Digital Circus, but you weren't nominated for an Emmy. Okay. I don't know where I thought you were. Okay, that's, God bless it. No wonder. I gotta get my facts straight the next time.
Oh, it's fine. You just thought I was cooler than I actually am.
You are. Don't sell yourself short, my friend. You are very cool. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You keep that confidence going. So, all right. So everyone is, because as you know, we run a little indie animation shop here. I guess we could call ourselves that, but I guess like how did you go from working with like folks like Blue Sky and Sony to Glitch? Because they are 100% independent. Like how did that happen? Like how did that whole journey go for you?
Yeah, well, you know, as I hopped from studio to studio, I found that each one was very different, and I found that when I went to smaller studios, I felt personally that I had more creative freedom to express myself. You know, everyone has their preferences, and big studios definitely have their pros, but every studio has their pros and cons.
Right.
But yeah, as I tried out smaller studios, I found that I enjoyed them a lot more, that I was a better fit for them. Yeah. So I just sort of continued applying to smaller ones. And yeah, and Glitch is, like you said, it's indie, it's very small, but it's making really big things and projects that, you know, are very exciting and fun to work on.
Yeah.
So it felt like a very good fit for me.
I mean, the stuff that's coming out of your guys' shop is just phenomenal, right? I mean, I have to admit, when Digital Circus, excuse me. Whoops.
Michael.
I was not the biggest fan of the Amazing Digital Circus when it first came out, only because, you know, I don't know what it was. It just was a little on the weird side for me. I'm not gonna lie, you know, like you said, we all have our preferences, but like a fungus, it has grown on me.
I loved it.
I know everybody on the team loves it. So what is so do you guys have any questions for Kevin? And anybody in the chat, do y'all have any questions for Kevin here as well? So
well,
I'm just gonna stop.
If I might go first, I have to say, Kevin, I've been a fan of your animation for a long time, and I love what you do. I'm very excited that you're in call here with us.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm really excited to be here.
Aww. We're excited for you here.
By far, my favorite is the one little video you did with the trash bins in my mind forever.
Yeah, your YouTube channel itself, like, you've done such amazing work. Like the Professor Doofenshmirtz animation that you did not too long ago was like, it was like a 3D version of the 2D cartoon. It was so good. Like, you've done so many really cool, innovative things with 3D animation. What are some of your animation inspirations?
Yeah, well, it's funny you mentioned the Doofenshmirtz thing, because I think Phineas and Ferb definitely had an influence on me. Even though I wasn't quite what you'd call a kid, I was like in high school and college when that came out, but I feel like it really, I don't know, it really got me into the whole idea of like songwriting and creating animated videos to go with those songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, I've been a big fan of musicals and stuff like that ever since I was a kid. Musicals, animated musicals, all that fun stuff. So I've always been looking for opportunities to combine music and animation, because I feel like they go so well together.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now I gotta ask you.
It's the very start.
So, are you a theater kid as well? Like, did you do theater?
I'm more of a wannabe theater kid, the guy who never got to do theater as a kid, but would love to.
All right, well then I'll change the question up a little bit. What is your favorite musical that, if you had the opportunity to either be in or like animate, what would you like? Which one is it?
Oh man, I would probably have to say Avenue Q.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Avenue Q. I saw that live. It's so good. I think an animated version of that would be like phenomenal.
You know what? I think so too. I would love to see an animated How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, or an animated Guys and Dolls. I think that would just be so fun, so much fun.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I know Tino would want to see an animated Ride the Cyclone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
it's amazing.
We do have a couple of questions here. One from our very dear friend Temmer. He asked, Kevin, would you say working for an indie studio has a better work-life balance than the crunch of the big name animation industry?
Ooh, that is a very good question. And it really does depend on the studio. You know, I think every studio is different, and I do feel like the industry as a whole does have a lot of problems with crunch and you know, managing that work-life balance. And I do think Glitch has been doing a lot lately to try to make things better and figure things out with that, which I do really appreciate. But yeah, I do think it's an ongoing problem in this industry, and it's not necessary. Like working at an indie studio won't necessarily mean that you can avoid that sort of problem. It's just sort of
That
it all depends on management, I think.
Right. You know, it unfortunately animation goes with it just comes with the territory. It comes with crunch, right? Because we are basically, I hate to say it this way, but we kind of are. We're all competing for clicks, right? And if we don't get our stuff out there first and someone else beats us to the punch with something similar, all of a sudden we're the copycats. You know what I mean? Spending blood, sweat, and tears on, you know, on years of production just to be called a copycat is not fun. So, but
oh man, it happened to me. I wanted to make a comic, and then I saw a person that made the same idea. So I was like, oh no!
Right, I have to tell you.
No, I can't draw it.
I had a friend in college who created this character, who was a blue supervillain, who essentially he basically created Megamind the same year that Megamind was announced.
Oh my gosh.
And the poor guy.
Imagine that bad luck.
Oh my god. He gave up animation after that. He was so frustrated. It was one of the most horrible things I've personally witnessed. And this guy's been through everything. He was stuck on It's a Small World in Disneyland for 5 hours. And, you know, he's been through the ringer. The guy was a bit quirky after that, but I loved him to death. If you're watching this and you know who you are, good to see you. Please let me know in the comments that you're here. But
your dreams.
Yeah, but it just totally broke my heart, and I'm like, you can't give up. You got to keep going. There'll be other projects. There'll be other opportunities. Just keep it going. And I don't know what happened to him after that, but it just I just I tell people all the time, never ever ever give up on your dreams. Never stop, because you never know. But
keep moving forward.
Exactly. So, not only that, but I think we kind of dealt with that a little bit too on Chucky Chicken, right? We had a rather strenuous situation happen to us last year with crunch. It was not good, but yeah, everyone's doing their best to make sure that people are comfortable and making sure that they're not overworked and stressing out.
That's really great. No, I do really respect when people take that into account. You know, it's really important. And going back to the copying thing, that definitely happens all the time. That's definitely happened to me where I had an idea for a show, and then a show came out that was basically the idea I had, but better.
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of funny. Yeah, you're right. Because wow, they did that better than even I was going to do it.
Exactly. But I think the thing is, it's important not to give up, because I think we all can you can give two different artists the same idea and they'll both interpret it completely differently. It'll be two completely different executions. And I think that's the beauty of art, right? That we can all offer this unique voice. And just because you think of something similar doesn't mean you have to completely give up.
Exactly. Tammer Co, by the way, coming in with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, thanks for answering my question. I know it was a hard one there, Kevin. Haha. Was just curious because I'm aiming to go indie myself someday. But with game development and crunch is a problem in the game industry as well. So, well, thank you for that, and hello to Mr. Cheese, the cat.
Yeah,
popping in.
Mr. Cheese makes his debut.
Not debut, his weekly appearance. So.
And he was napping.
Well, now he's up, so we're happy to have him.
Yeah,
For sure.
he shouldn't be up. He should be napping.
Oh, well.
This is an important call, Cheese. Go.
Give him some, melatonin or something.
He's offended.
You know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Cheese.
A call more important than me? Come on.
Billy California says, I honestly am almost ready to give up on my project. Honestly, been years and years and I still haven't gotten anywhere. Take it one day at a time, and I'll tell you this, one of my biggest inspirations for indie animation is the late great Ed Gould. And what I love about Ed, he was the creator of Ed's World, for those of you who are uncultured. But he always put his stuff out there, no matter how good it was. Sometimes it wasn't really that good, but he just put it out there, and he continued to animate and continued to keep going. And I mean, now Ed's World and what he created is probably one of the most celebrated indie animation projects on the internet, right? So you never know where it goes, but don't give up, ever. Do not give up. Keep going, keep trying. You'll get there, I promise.
I agree. That's really, really good advice. I think, you just have to keep putting stuff out there. When I started putting stuff out there, no one really watched it, but I just kept trying new things, and it eventually caught on. And I know things like, was it Phineas and Ferb? They were pitching it around for like 13 years before Disney picked it up. I think Disney might have rejected it at first. It's all about that persistence and believing in the project or believing in your ideas, and I guess remembering what makes you passionate about what you do.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to go through 10,000 no's to get the one yes that'll change your life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I wholeheartedly believe that. Got a couple more questions here. Kimberly Gonzalez asks, Kevin, what do you think of the whole millennium of the animation industry? I don't think we have a whole time for the millennium, but...
Oh, wow. Let me think of the Spark Notes version of that.
Yeah. If you could you just specify the question a little bit more there, Kim? I would really appreciate it. And then, while we're waiting for her, Flint Carnage asks, if you could work on a revival or a new entry of a video game, what would you want to work on?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but growing up, I loved the Nintendo 64 game Glover, and I would love to work on a sequel to that.
That's not unpopular. I love Glover. I thought that was a really cool idea. A wizard's glove with a mind of its own? Oh, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. The possibilities are endless.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the validation.
Of course. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I would love to do I would love to be the one that like officially brings like an older Nintendo IP like Kid Icarus back. I think that would be, because I know they tried with Uprising, but I really think that like I think he's posed for something bigger, but that's just me. Tamerco again with another $10 super chat. Thank you, Tamerco. I will say, though, to everyone here, I don't believe it's so important to be original. Everything's already been done in some form. I think most people really just want to see passion.
I think that
is true.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta ooze
I think if
the
people
passion.
see your sincerity in your work, people are just always going to be more drawn to it.
Yes.
Due to the fact that like you can see the heart that's being put into it, rather than this is just someone trying to make something to become popular. You know?
Right.
Like, and that's another thing too, is that you have to know why you're making something.
Mm-hmm.
If you're making something in order to become popular, I would reconsider why you want to go and do this, because making an animated project, especially indie, is it can be hell sometimes.
Yeah.
There will be points where you'll be like, why am I even doing this? Maybe I should just give up. And if you don't have a solid reason as to why you're going after this dream, then it might be something that you have to think about, you know?
Exactly. You know, I'm sure, Kevin, you've had moments like that in your career where it's like, why am I even doing this? Especially coming out of a school like Ringling, which is, they already have like enormous standards.
Oh, absolutely. I think every point in my career and education, I've had tons of times where I was like, do I really want to do this? This is really hard. Am I even good at this? And I think those moments are completely normal for any kind of artist or people in general, just facing those challenges in your life and your passion, and trying to be patient with yourself and kind to yourself, and know that it's okay to make mistakes, that you learn so much from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And that you just keep going, and you keep trying to find the fun in it. You keep trying to remember why you started doing this stuff in the first place. And as long as you can hold on to that, it can really take you far.
Exactly. You know, I don't think I could have said it better myself, man, to be honest with you. Because it's hard, like, especially when you're just starting out, right? Because I get that. Like, we're kind of, you know, Chucky is turning 15 years old this year, right? And people are just now starting to watch his old cartoons and check out what he's all about, right? And we've had our own bumps in the road along the way, right? Like, we've had our share of condemnations and our share of people who just hated us and didn't like us because of, you know, whatever. And I think it's, you know, but it's getting through that. Like, the passion will get you through. If you're just doing it for the paycheck, there are so many other things you can do for a paycheck. And I say, you know, work at the grocery store and do it on the side, if that's really, if you're about the money, right? I think that, like, it's so important. Like, if you're gonna do this, you know, give it your all. Screw anybody who doesn't believe in you, because you'll find the people who will, right? That's the beauty of our industry, right? If one person doesn't like you, there's probably 10 others who will.
Yeah,
very true.
So, Flint Carnage with the $10 super chat. Wow, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I remember when I went to Paul St. Peter, the voice of Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts, panel at Katsucon. He said something similar about acting. If you have to do it because you love it, not for fame. Absolutely.
Exactly.
The fame and fortune will come, but it will only come if people like what you do. And the only way that people are going to like what you do is if you like what you do. If you're not having fun working on a project, if you're not laughing every single day, if you're not, you know, if you're not inspired by what you're doing, and there will be moments, right? There'll be moments where you sit down at the desk and you go, oh God, I gotta crank out 3 shots today, you know, but you do it because when you're done with those 3 shots and you put them in the timeline and you look and you see the progress that you've made, you get that jolt of like encouragement, and you go, oh my gosh, I can do it. Like, look how this is coming.
Accomplishment.
Exactly. I show off the progress reels on our team almost, you know, I try to do it once a month, just so people can see, like, how many shots we have animated, how many we have colored, you know, what the progress is looking like. And even people that aren't, like, a part of the production aspect, like voice actors and other people, like, yeah, even Kevin has seen what we're doing. And
yeah,
I think...
it's fantastic. I wanted to say that. Holy moly. I love everything I've been seeing with this show.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
Yeah, it's so charming. It's so refreshingly genuine and charming. I feel like that's not something you feel a lot these days, and
especially with like 2D cartoons. A lot of 2D cartoons seem to skew like
adult,
purely for like children or purely for adults, and you just want to make something that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah.
You know?
Our very dear friend Tom Ruger, who is one of our consultants on the show, and technically an exec producer, who, you know, I've met him I've known him for a number of years, and ironically enough, it's his birthday today, which is super cool. So, real quick, Kevin, while I got you here, I'm going to go ahead and do the birthday plug with everybody super quickly. It's Tom Ruger's birthday! Yay! So happy birthday to Tom Ruger from the Cluckin Crew! Hooray!
For many more years.
Yeah. So, it's the birthday. Okay, it's done. Cool. So we'll go back to us. But what I love about because he's the creator of Animaniacs and Tiny Toons and Pinky and the Brain and Freakazoid and Hysteria and a pup named Scooby-Doo, essentially our childhood from the 80s and 90s, right?
Yeah.
And what I love about him working with us is he gives it to us straight, right? If he doesn't if he doesn't think something is funny, he will like rip it apart. Like, we gave him a treatment for a cartoon that we wanted to do, and I got like 3 more pages of notes. Like, why it doesn't make sense. Change this, change that. Don't like this, don't like that. But he does that because he wants you to be better. And if you can make him laugh, which we've been able to do, like, that's the
You're on the right track.
Exactly. Exactly. But he's one of those guys where it's like, it's so inspiring to work with your heroes and to work with people that made your childhood. And he was like, I don't make kids stuff. I don't make it for adults. I make it for me and for my team, right? Which is exactly what they've done since the beginning of time. Like, all the boys at Termite Terrace did the exact same thing. They didn't make those Looney Tunes for kids. They made them for themselves, right? That's why we get things like the stag reel gag, which I still laugh my rear off every single time one of those pop up. And that's why
To be fair, like, best and greatest creations are just creations that the artist likes.
Exactly.
True.
I do things for myself. I just watch it.
Yeah. And I think that's why so many people love Chucky Chicken, is because I love 1930s cartoons, and I love the golden age of Hollywood, which is the 1930s. I've studied it, and I love all those old cartoons, and I want to recreate those old cartoons. As a matter of fact, we uploaded a little segment of the show. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take it off of you, Kevin, but I do.
Oh, you're fine. No, yeah, let's take it.
I posted it on Newgrounds, okay? And I love our fans, don't get me wrong. But one of them actually commented, can we take Tommy Turkey's cigar away? Could we give him like a corncob pipe, or like have him blow bubbles?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And I'm like, no, because like that's part of his character. That's like,
you're gonna nerf his power.
Exactly. Like, would you take Bugs Bunny's carrot away? Would you take Yosemite Sam's gun? Well, they did take Yosemite Sam's guns away.
He was pretty reckless with them there.
But
like Samson's hair, the cigar must stay.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, obviously those are. I appreciate the fans. I'm sure it was a concerned parent, but that's not what we're about, right? If that's the one thing you're worried about with our show, we're going above and beyond. Like, we're all done, you know. Tamrico says, Mike, we also love Chucky Chicken because we can see and feel your guys' passion behind it. Like discussed earlier, it doesn't feel phoned in, trying to ride a nostalgia wave. It feels genuine. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It was so funny because for the longest time I was so worried that people were going to compare us to like Mickey Mouse, or I've been called Baby Foghorn Leghorn a couple of times. That kind of hurts. But I was worried that we were going to be compared to like Cuphead, right? Because around the same time that we were doing our show, Cuphead comes out, and I hated Cuphead for like a good 5 years because of those. I keep thinking, I'm like, no. I had Cuphead, and then I had Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Of course,
and then Mickey Mouse came back with his shorts. I'm like, what is happening? Then the Looney Tunes came back, and then Animaniacs came back. I'm like, what is this?
If it says anything, it says that these times of cartoon, this aesthetic has been popular for a long time, and it's going to stay popular. So.
Exactly. And it also says that a show like ours, people will eat up because it's not based off of any IP. It's totally original. It's something special. And we,
it's a blend of the old and the new.
It's nostalgic.
Nostalgic, I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God! Yeah, I was afraid we're going to be like the Enchanted Portals of Indiana.
Oh no, not Enchanted Portals.
Oh my gosh! But I think we're okay. So, oh my gosh, Kevin. Are you good on time still? Are you doing okay, or do you have to?
I could probably stay a few more minutes, but then I probably gotta bounce.
Oh.
It's been kind of a busy day.
All right. Well, we'll have to have you come back, and we'll have to have you hang out with us every once in a while, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd love to. This has been super fun.
Yes. Okay.
Awesome.
Good deal. Well, before you fly away into the murders, listen. I just watched Murder Drones like completely from beginning to end for the first time ever this morning, and I didn't think I was gonna like it as much. I do like it. It's obviously, I'm not to spoil anything. It knows its audience, and I think it definitely has capitalized on it. What has been some of your personal touches that you've put into both Murder Drones and the Digital Circus? I'm curious, like, what are some of your favorite moments, or what are some of your favorite characters, or like which one do you like better? It's another good question.
That's a very good question, and I like working on both shows for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really cool that Glitch has shows that are so different from each other, because it's like you can never get bored. The second you get bored working on one kind of style, you're on another kind of style.
Yeah.
And before working on Murder Drones, I never thought I'd be into animating like fight sequences and stuff like that, but I've really grown to love it. And then of course, Digital Circus is more my typical comfort zone style, kind of, cartoony, character acting, all that fun stuff. So yeah, it really is sort of that thing where you're getting a lot out of each of them.
Right. Oh,
and
tell us about Richard.
Richard?
Yeah, the eyeball.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey! Oh, I'm so sorry! No! Damn it!
How could you?
I'm so sorry! No. Tell us about Jeffrey! I had it all
Michael.
perfectly. I was going to make you laugh out loud. Damn it. I'm so mad at myself.
It still made me laugh. It was still a very comedic moment. I appreciate it. So Jeffrey is my pathetic attempt to insert my own fan character into a show I'm working on. I was like, there was a gag where Kane was supposed to just say, "We're doing crazy stuff," and his eyes are supposed to just come at the camera, and I was like, they just tweaked this rig recently to give it some more functionality. I wonder if I could do something pretty wacky and unexpected with it. So I just turned one of the eyeballs into a little character and had it kick around the other eyeball, and I had no idea if they would be okay with this, because it was very out of nowhere, and they all were like, "Yeah, no, this is great and weird. Let's do it."
Yeah.
And it just happened, and then I just decided to give him a name.
And it's Jeffrey, not Richard. It's Jeffrey. Oh,
Richard could be the other one. Could be the other eyeball.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, if you do that, please, I'll give it to you. Just put a little MC somewhere.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my gosh, but fellas, my brain is shot at the moment because of embarrassment. Do you have any last things you want to ask Kevin before he goes?
Oh yeah. Are there any like characters that you can think of that you had like an especially fun time animating? Like maybe characters you'd like to revisit that you've kind of stepped away from?
You mean like characters on the Glitch shows?
Like anything really. Like any of the characters that you've animated in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I think all the characters on Digital Circus are so much fun because they're all so different from each other, and they all, they have different ways of moving and different personalities. But in terms of my personal characters, I would love to revisit like Martha from my video, What's the Matter, Martha, or maybe even the trash bins if the internet doesn't tear me apart.
Oh my gosh. I do too. All right,
the song is forever burned in my head.
Oh, that's so funny. Anthony Lutmer is here with the $10 super chat. Thank you again, guys. What if you did a Chucky Chicken episode where the studio hires some stop motion character animated in stop motion or CGI styled after stop motion to help make a King Kong / Lost World type film?
Ooh.
I feel like if we did that, it would probably be like an April Fool's thing.
Although Chucky has been in 3D.
He has.
One time.
One of our fans made like a super cool 3D model of him.
Well, even before that, I animated Chucky in 3D.
Yeah.
Oh.
A long time ago. It's on my Vimeo. That's how long ago it was that I made this. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I'm kind of curious. But yeah, Tino, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
I'll just say like 3D animation. What is the hardest thing that you had to learn?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hardest thing I had to learn in animation?
3D specifically.
Ooh, yeah. Let me think, because I feel like I've learned so much, but I feel like I'm still learning. There's still so much I want to, grow and improve on.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I feel like that's animation
in general.
Like you're never a master. You're always like learning new things.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And that's what keeps it fun.
I think the thing with me, something that I'm still learning, I think I've gotten better at it, but it's still something I definitely struggle with, is not over animating. Not putting have too much going on in one scene. Because I always want to throw in all my ideas in there, but a lot of the time, less is more.
What do they know? Nothing.
What do all the people who did animation before us know?
Nothing.
Listen, I get you, because I recently had to like make a little short animation. It was like 2 seconds, but I got too carried away, and most of it got cut. And it's like,
oh man,
how did I do that?
Oh, are you talking about one of our scenes? Or
what else would Tino be animating on?
I don't. Okay, look, I said I was sorry. Okay. Damn it!
So much
call me out on the stream, why don't you? Jeez. Thanks a lot, Tino.
Tino? I'm alive.
How did I do this to myself?
Whatever. Anyway, I think if we were to do that sort of thing, we would probably need to bring on a 3D animator who has a particular affinity for our style. So, Kevin, you may be getting a call in the future.
Hey, that would be so much fun to help out with that.
Oh, it would be a blast and a half. Have you done 2D animation? I'm assuming you have done 2D animation.
Yeah, back in the day, was not very good at it.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. So.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I'm the total opposite.
Yeah,
I
hated 3D animation.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, oh, you want to see it move? Check it out. There's no sound, so you don't have to worry about sound.
Learn it.
Look at this. This is before he had clothes. I'd call it a reflection on Mark's.
He's definitely got the charm already.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, look at that walk. Look at that dude. Look at that. He back when he had the 3 toes. Oh
yeah, I don't like the 3 toes. I'm glad we got rid of that.
It was so hard to keep his comb in position. It kept moving around, but because Epic Mickey had just come out that year, and I'll stream it on the stream here in a little bit, but they had done this thing where they were able to make Mickey's ears stay flat the entire time, and I was so excited about that because that's how Chucky's comb works, right? It doesn't turn. It's flat like Mickey's ears, you know? So when they were able to do that in 3D for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless now. Like that was the moment that taught me everything, you know? So, but yeah. So, yeah, the first and only time that good old Chuck has been animated in 3D. And you folks on stream will never see it. I kid. I'll share with you a little later. But oh my gosh, I'm sure we've kept you longer than you anticipated, but this has been a ball and a half. Anything that you would like to plug before you go?
Yeah, keep an eye out for the first episode, or I guess technically the second episode of Digital Circus coming out later on. And eventually the next episode of Murder Drones will come out. And yeah, just keep an eye on Glitch Productions. We're making cool stuff.
Do we have like a super? Could we get like a? Do we have like a date already in store, or like?
I don't think we have any specific dates yet, and I don't want to accidentally say anything that I'm not supposed to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You don't want to be on the internet. They will never let you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But who watches this show? So you know. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, but Kevin, it was wonderful having you on the show. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. So stay tuned.
Thank you so much.
What kind of film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on. I'm just Bob there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey,
And,
Chucky.
I'm rambling a bit, aren't I?
Here we go. Well, good night.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that. No, stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water. Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Ooh.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as a janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck! You ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate!
I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well,
Okay.
Now I'm just embarrassed.
I always thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare.
Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Mary, Emma.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to experience them for the first time. Especially with you.
Aw. I'm all too happy to celebrate with you, Chelsea. Why don't we take a picture to commemorate the evening? Chelsea, it's getting awful late. Why don't we head for home?
Oh, Chucky, just one more house, please.
Oh, what the hey? One more won't be the death of me.
Oh, good, because there's the house right there.
The old Grayson Manor! Chelsea, isn't there any other place we could go?
It's the only house in town we haven't been to yet. You're not afraid, are you?
Okay, for those of you who are just tuning in, that was the sounds of Elias stretching his little cat back.
Yeah. Oh, they can hear me?
He's now making biscuits.
Oh my gosh, hashtag Chucky Chicken forever.
No. Mike, share your screen.
Oh, right, yes, sorry. So there you go, folks. The one and only Kevin Tamer. What you guys think?
I hope you all had fun.
What a guy. I'm so mad that I got that eyeball
It's lovely.
misnamed. Oh. I had it all set up and
it's
everything
okay, Michael.
too.
It was fun.
I was so ready for it. I was like, ah!
Richard.
Oh my gosh, that was about Richard. Who? Your eyeball. Oh, Jeffrey. God damn it. Guess who's the Richard with egg on his face? Oh my gosh. But anyway, please, folks, like, this is what I live for Thursday nights. I love bringing folks on like Kevin. If there's anybody that you would like us to hang out with next, let us know, because, you know, we've been so fortunate to have, like, in so early our show, like, 37 episodes in, and how many guest stars have we already had? Like 5?
Something like that.
Yeah. So,
I only met 3.
Well, you know, you were busy the other times, Tito.
Me.
Billy says, let's see, gotta head out myself. Y'all get some rest for my brutal, gotta get some rest for my brutal paying job in the morning. Yes. Bye, Chucky, Tito, and the cat that wears pants. And y'all too in the chat.
That is our names, legally.
All right, cat.
My co-director, producer, the cat with the pants.
The cat that wears pants.
Yeah. And
Tito. It's Tino.
Anthony Lutmer with the $5. Thank you so much. I don't know if you were asked this before, but was the film's Cats Don't Dance an inspiration for the show? I mean, I don't know if it was directly, but I think that our style has kind of taken some of that influence for sure. I think that it's a great comparison, I would say.
Yeah, I've gotten that so many times, and every time somebody says, you know, it reminds me of Cats That Dance, they always say, but in the best way.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Cats Don't Dance, I believe last Wednesday was the 25th anniversary.
It was. that was what a heck of a lot of like we've had so many really cool things this past year. We had, especially today, like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So, but yeah, Cats Don't Dance definitely did play a little bit of an inspiration. They're a little later. They're like late 30s, early 40s. We're more late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. So we're like right on the cups of talkies. So
yeah.
Yeah. So real quick before we get going, I do have a couple of announcements. For those of you who were with us when we had Steph Matarazzo on the show a couple of weeks ago, I am thrilled and pleased as punch to announce that she has officially been offered the role of Margarita Macaw, and she's taken it. And yes, I did speak with Miranda Guzman, the former Margarita. She totally understands, totally gets it, and we've cast her as Sylvia Silky. So
yeah, so she's now Tommy's wife.
Yes, which I think is very appropriate because she's got.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do really well with Sylvia.
I do too, and I'm so excited that Steph is going to be coming on and doing Margarita for us. She openly admit that she does not sing. However, we will figure out that whole bit when we come to it. But it's all part of the process. So if you hear Margarita's voice and it sounds different, just know that's why. Another really fun announcement. This was a very last minute thing, but I will be at the Midwest Gaming Classic Convention in Milwaukee this Sunday, going into basically Sunday during the day and then sticking around for the after party. I will not be actually, like, there will be no Chucky Chicken booth. I'm just gonna be walking around, hanging out, having a good time.
Just chilling.
Yeah. Channel Awesome is gonna be up there, so I'll hang out with those dudes while I'm up there. I'm sure our good friend Jeff Balke is gonna be, we gotta get him on the show too, actually. That's another one that we have to bring on. And also a couple of really cool folks that I've been wanting to meet are going to be up there, one of them being Eddie Bosco, which so I've wanted to meet him for a while. He's a fellow Chicago boy and he does voiceover work. He is currently Stryker on Hell of a Boss. He was Alastor in the pilot for Has Been Hotel, so he is he sounds like a pretty sweet dude. So I'll be up there. I'm probably going to get to Milwaukee sometime around maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And I'll probably be leaving Milwaukee around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So if you're up in Milwaukee around that 12-hour time frame on Sunday and you want to see me, and if you do see me, come say hi. It'd be kind of cool. We are also going to be doing some pretty major changes to our website. We do have a website, chuckychickencartoons.com. Just because I personally hate getting bombarded with them, I'm going to probably take off the ads and in the Google AdSense. It just gets really ridiculous. So I think it's a little silly to just continually be bombarded with those. So we're going to take those off. We're also going to be doing something different with the store. And you'll see it. What's going to be really cool is so for those of you who don't know, we technically have 2 different merch stores for Chucky Chicken stuff. We have an Etsy shop that has its stuff created by Printify, and then we have the Fourth Wall, which is the one that people have been getting the most stuff off of. But Etsy has stuff that Fourth Wall doesn't offer, and vice versa. Plus, there's also an opportunity that we'll probably be selling pins pretty soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically put pictures of all of our merch on our website under the merch tab. And then if there's something in particular that you like, all you have to do is click on it, and then it should hopefully take you to the proper site where you can then make the purchase as usual. This way, it's just kind of consolidating everything to one platform, which I think is going to be really cool. The website is still a work in progress. We're still trying to get stuff made for it. I know people have been asking us about the Chuckify YouTubers from the last session that we did. I actually was personally tagged, like, hey, where are the other YouTubers that you Chuckified? I'm like, well, I'm waiting for the artwork, so as soon as I get it, I will make it and I will get it done. I will say that we do have a certain sheriff who has completed his Chuckification from the guy who shouts his name and goes, yeah! That's all I'm going to say about that. So that'll be coming out this week. But other than that, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Yes, Farnagan, I know you did buy a couple of sticker sheets the other day. Yeah. I saw that. So those will be on their way very, very soon. So yeah, those are my announcements. Yeah.
I think that's pretty much.
These guys are hearing all this for the first time, by the way. So.
Well, I knew about some of it beforehand, but But
So.
yeah, I think that's about all the important news.
Pretty much, yeah. So, did Tino disappear to go finish up dinner, or?
Now I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Okay. We were worried about you there for a second. So, but yeah. So, honestly, I am. I've got nothing else.
Same. I don't know.
I don't know about. So we'll leave it up to the stream here. Owen Tunes goes, Clarence. So, oh yeah. So thank you for reminding me, Owen Tunes. The 4th of July. Good Lord, no. The April Fool. Oh, you know what? I'll just stream this real quick for you guys so y'all can see it. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't think I can I? Am I? Actually, I want to see if I can.
If you open the fourth wall in a separate window from everything else, you can
it'd be the Vimeo actually. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to show the 3D Chucky. So let me see if I can do that here. Because that'd be kind of nice, so you guys could see it for the first time. I don't know if I have shown this before.
Chad, if you did, just act surprised.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Exactly. So.
Be nice to him today.
Thank you,
Just
Tina.
once.
Just the one time. Be nice. So, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I truly, truly appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, here we go.
Besides, being mean to him is my job.
Oh shoot! Can I not get rid of that little join for free thing? Well, that's... Wait, hold on. Let me do something different here with that. Properties. Is there a way that I can just... God bless it. Oh! I know what to do. Hold on. Window, not browser. Window. Window capture. There we go. Yeah. So here's the 3D animation in question. All the way back from the magical year of, I think, 2012. Oh.
Dang.
Sorry, it didn't... there you go. There is no sound, so you don't have to worry about hearing anything. I definitely can say that the model that was made not too long ago is infinitely better than the one that was used in this little animation. So, good gravy, he's naked. Yes. Yes, he was. So, sweet mother of cornbread, what is that? That is an abomination that nobody needs to see anymore. But yes, I'll leave it up to you guys in the chat. Do you want to do a review stream, or are you okay with us calling it quits a little early today? We've been on for about an hour and 45 minutes. It may be a super small stream, just because it's been a bit of a week for all of us, and I know we have stuff going on, but if you really want us to do something, we will trot ourselves out and perform for you. Let's see if the guilt will work.
How does pirate hats work?
How do pirates have what were you
They're hard to draw.
Nah, we will suffer right now. They want us to suffer.
Suffer as in as in us ending the stream, or
let's make Mike laugh until death. Okay.
Until death.
That's a little. Farnoggin, he looks like a Salmon Max NPC. He kind of does, actually.
Villains police.
I think you guys have done enough for today. Don't wear yourselves out if you need to go. Thank you. Cat Fox immediately goes, stay. Well, that's 2 for staying right now. So.
Well, honestly, I think we could probably call it.
Okay.
I got stuff I gotta do. I'm Tartino, got stuff you gotta do.
This is true. So, yeah, and honestly,
I don't.
Oh,
Tino.
Oh, wink, wink. Okay, yeah, I'm so busy.
It's okay. We're gonna wrap it up for tonight, folks. But before we go, I do want to extend an incredibly huge thank you to our guest star Kevin Tamer for hanging out with us, and please do go support Glitch Productions and the Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones. They are amazing productions, I will say that, and I do I always make it a point to support indie animation as much as I can, which, by the way, I do have one more little thing that I do want to promote very, very quickly before we go. We got to go back to the newsroom for it. There we go. Oh, Danny Phantom. Indie promo for this week is Ramshackle, which will actually be coming out in 2 days. The pilot episode of Ramshackle will be coming out in 2 days.
So exciting. I've been waiting for it for so long.
Yes, as have I. So I'm actually very excited to see this show.
But I waited harder, Michael.
Okay. I believe you.
I waited harder.
So yeah, so go support Ramshackle when it comes out. I've left a link in the description to the Indie Showcase, all of the stuff that we talked about. And go support Kevin. I think he's on Blue Sky Social and Instagram, and that's it. I couldn't find him on Twitter or any other social media, so that's the only one that I could find him on. But yeah, go support Ramshackle.
Invite them for our next stream.
If we can get them on, then I would love to. I mean, it just really depends on availability and who we can get and all that stuff, or who just randomly pops up and surprises us, which is
true.
Which has happened. So, but anyway. So, again, and of course, thank you, Elias, and thank you, Tino, for being amazing co-hosts, cohorts, co-hosts, co-henchmen, whatever.
Co-henchmen.
You are the best, and I truly love you guys for hanging out and just doing the funny with me every week. I really appreciate it. And thank you watching, listening, whether it's live on the stream right now or afterwards. You guys continually make it possible for us to do what we do. You give us a reason for coming online, and you give us a reason for continuing to animate. We will be announcing basically the private stream of the first version of the pilot episode. So if you are a member of the YouTube channel, a Patreon subscriber, a coffee donator, or a super chat recipient, you are invited to see the first version of the Chucky Chicken pilot episode. We will have a private stream on the Chucky Chicken Discord server, link at the top, so make sure that you go and you hit that and follow it and be a part of it, because that's where you're going to get all the information and everything that we talked about today. That will be at a later date, so check in for that. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share it with all your friends, let folks know what we're doing. We're on all the social medias, everything is down in the description, and as always, I'm Mike Cook.
I'm Elias.
I am Tino.
And we just want to say thanks for watching, folks. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye.